Member for Chifley.
Deputy Speaker, one question. Does this Treasurer get anything right? Nothing. He gets nothing right. Let's go through a roll call. Let's do a quick rundown. Now, he told us that there'd be an adrenaline surge in confidence. 13% lower than the election. He told us there'd be 1 million jobs, but unemployment's worse than when it was in the GFC. He told us that we will achieve a surplus in our first year in office. First year in office, he said that. Wow, and where'd that one go? Here's the other one. He said budgets would be better under them. He said, I can promise that the coalition will deliver a better budget bottom line. And in my EFO, in one budget statement, it went worse. It went worse than ever. And we'll be interested to see how my EFO delivers in the next few weeks. He said, here's another one. I love these quotes. Joe Hockey's like a quote vending machine. You just got to hit him and he comes out with another one. Here's the other one. We must return, get this one, member for Jellybrand. We must return stable, predictable, honest government to Australia. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. The objective of the coalition over time. The objective of the coalition over time is to reduce the overall tax burden on business and taxpayers, not to increase it. What about this one? The government does not have a revenue collection problem, it has a revenue forecasting problem. That's what he said. And what happened when iron ore started moving? We suddenly started getting the excuses. Suddenly got the excuses. And this whopper, poor people don't drive. There was that one as well. Does he get anything right? But you know what? I'm just going to say I don't, we don't, the hockey enthusiasts don't need to answer the question. You know why? Because I just open up. Does Joe Hockey get anything right? Does the Treasurer get anything right? Well, the answer was on the front page of the Sydney Morning Herald on Monday, when Peter Harcher wrote, PM's man to focus on economy. And he wrote, the anxious Abbott government is hoping it will be revived by the new head of the Prime Minister's Department, who starts work on Monday with a brief to concentrate on the government's economic agenda. And goes on to say, in an explicit acknowledgement, that the government has lost much confidence in the Treasurer. There you go. Does he get anything right? We don't have to answer it because you answered it for us. Because when Joe goes poorly, you roll out Thorley. That's what you do. You bring in Thorley to help out because you have no confidence left in the Treasurer. And I wonder if the Treasurer even knew, because he hasn't had a good week at being told what's going on with his own budget strategy. Last week he had to find out through the Bush Telegraph that ran through the press gallery that was about to announce that the GP tax was going. Oh yeah, whoops. When did he find out about that? He didn't find out through proper cabinet process that we were promised by this side would occur. He finds out because it's running through the press gallery like a wildfire. And then what happens? He stands his ground, the Treasurer, and says the GP tax will stay. Will it stay? Will it go? We don't know. This is the stable government we were promised. This is the stable government that we were promised by those opposite, and you look at the way that they're operating. The biggest economic challenge facing the economy right now is confidence. But how do you get confidence if the coalition doesn't even have confidence in its own Treasurer? They don't even have confidence in their own Treasurer. And we want to be able to see that the economy can grow because it's confident. However, it's been thugged. Confidence has been thugged by a coalition who has, if you are a single-income family, if you're a family that's on $65,000, you've had $6,000 taken out by this budget. So wages growth hardly growing. It's probably the worst the RBA has seen since it began collecting records. And confidence has been further mugged because of the fact that the Treasurer has got his hand in every wallet, in every purse, taking out money by the thousands. Through a horror budget where pensions were cut, where family payments were cut, where support for young unemployed were cut, where a GP tax was brought in, where petrol taxes are going up, and I end on this quote from the Treasurer. This is the quote from the Treasurer when he was Shadow Treasurer. this government, he was talking about us, wants to blame anything and anyone else for the budget mess.
Call the honourable member for Tangme.
Oh dear.